Hey everyone, I hope you're taking it easy and your day has been great thus far. For this video we'll be doing a quick unboxing of the Forgefiend kit, and the Forgefiend is part of the Chaos Space Marine range, and when I say range, it's usable in the Chaos Space Marines army and some of the other various Chaos Space Marine armies. And the Forgefiend is a unit for Warhammer 40,000. So I just recently picked this up because my gaming group has decided to increase our monthly games from a 750 point to a 1000 point list. So for me it was actually pretty straightforward to bump up an extra 250. I basically went the route of a second Noise Marine squad and a Forgefiend, or in this case the Maulerfiend, because I don't get the Forgefiend in my army list, at least not through the Emperor's Children Codex. If I did Chaos Space Marine, that'd be something different. Anyway, front of the box, with a very nice shot of the painted Forgefiend sporting Black Legion colours. Does look very, very cool. The trim scares the living daylights out of me, but it is Chaos. Trim does that. Bottom of the box, Chaos Space Marines Forgefiend, one Citadel miniature. On the back, so the top of the box will very much have the Forgefiend once again, so still in the Black Legion there. We have a close-up of its ranged weapon, or one of its variants I dare say, as well as another Forgefiend in, I'm going to say World Eaters colour, World Eaters / Corn. Now, thankfully this kit is an optional assembly kit, so it can also do the Maulerfiend, which is the close combat version. This time, this particular Maulerfiend is in the Iron Warriors colours. Doesn't look that bad at all. I'm not a huge fan of Iron Warriors, but it is what it is. But yeah, basically this is what I'm going to end up having, but in Emperor's Children colours. Now, to the point I made about the Forgefiend, Maulerfiend, I will want to try and magnetize it, so I can basically interchange it between the two. So Maulerfiend for pure Emperor's Children Codex based army, Forgefiend as an option if I went Chaos Space Marines Codex, and then wrapped it around a Emperor's Children thing. So that's the general plan. Anyway, that's the box side of things done. Time to have a quick look at the instruction booklet and the runner, or runners, which may be the case. Okay, everything out of the box, the front of the manual for the Forgefiend, and just the quick little read first information and explanation of the symbols. Back of the manual, so we have a nice shot once again of the Maulerfiend, and then the weapons. So Forgefiend will have an array of weapons. I can't remember what the names are. Maulerfiend will obviously have an array of weapons as well. Obviously, if you need to remember these, codex, data sheets, etc. So the very front page will pretty much say where the optional components are for the build. That's a lot of highly optional bits, but yeah, we'll see how that one goes. I think some people will still do a bit of a straightforward build and just like interchange the main weapons and the tentacles, but we will see. Anyway, main body is probably the one universal thing before going into all the various options. The different ranged weapons for the Forgefiend, and attaching everything on, armor plating, etc. So definitely not too bad. And then the Maulerfiend instructions here at the back. Surprisingly, or unsurprisingly, the arms are going to definitely be different between the two, which is fair enough. Attachments of these tentacle whips and things like that. So I'm sure there's some universal bits, but yeah, I'll definitely take a little bit of thought to how to magnetize that. But that will be the end goal. Worst case scenario, it'll always be a Maulerfiend, and I'll just pick up a Forgefiend maybe in the future. That's very much a time will tell type thing. Now, what else was in this box? We do get a transfer sheet with the various symbols, etc. So we've got Word Bearers, Thousand Arms, Black Legion, Alpha Legion, Iron Warriors, and Night Lords. If you're anyone else, you'll just have to get your transfer sheet from somewhere else. Before we look at the runners, we do get one nice base as well to put the model on. I'm not too sure what size this base is, but it is a decent sized base. Should also be fairly easy to magnetize as well. Now, as for the runners, 2 runners in total. Games Workshop and Warhammer being what it is, everything is naturally going to be in grey. So here is one of the 2 runners. You can see the main body component for the body, the different limbs, exhaust stacks, heads, etc. So it's definitely not too bad looking. I mean, there's definitely some solid flat areas. The trim could be a lot worse. I guess that's where you have the Helldrake. Back of the runner, not obviously as detailed, subject to what piece it is, but yeah, that's definitely not too bad for the first runner. Second runner, so we have some armor components, the actual weapons, more limbs, as I said, the armor components, the tentacle lashes as well. Definitely don't look too bad at all. It'll definitely be a fun and interesting model to put together. This one will obviously be an interesting piece to paint. One, because it's trim, obviously the Chaos Undivided Star, things like that. But yeah, it's definitely not too bad. It does look really cool. So that was 2 runners. Okay, so that pretty much brings us to the end of the unboxing of the Forgefiend / Maulerfiend kit. As I mentioned at the very beginning, the plan will definitely be to go through the Maulerfiend route with a hope to do some magnetization. Depending how extensive it is, I may give up on that. Time will tell. But because it is an expansion of my 1000 points, not immediate on the build list, just because I want to try and get my 750 points done first. Then after that, we'll be there. Worst case scenario, I'm just going to put it together and leave it at that. It'll be grey for months. Anyway, I might do a quick short or 2 after assembly, or if there's some decent progress made on the magnetization project. Thank you very much for watching this unboxing video. Feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. All of this does help support the channel, and I do appreciate it. Feel free to check out my Instagram and the YouTube community tab. Try and put some stuff up there as well, mainly just work in progress shots. With that being said, stay safe and take care, and I will catch you all in a future video, whether it's 40k related or something else on the channel. See ya.